was so cooperative. He was so helpful, cooperative, and manageable throughout the whole vacation. Welcome back to our channel, and thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. I am Terry Ann Elaine, proud autism mom, and we are here to share with you tips and tricks of how we navigate through our journey right here on Autistic Edge. No, we're going to be talking about vacation weekend, and this is part 2. So in our previous video, we talk about some of the tips that you need to look out for when choosing a vacation spot, and we talk about some of the safety checks when you're going to use a hotel as a vacation spot. Now, we have just used a hotel for our vacation spot, and we want to share with you some of the learning moments, some of the little things that we did along the journey to ensure that we had a peaceful and great vacation. Yeah, it was a great vacation, no incident. It was incident free. Alex was perfect. Where did we vacation? We're not gonna tell you where we the vacation. By the time you get to the end of the video, you will know where we vacation, and you may want to go and check it out. All right, so stay tuned. You're gonna find out as we go along. When we were making the reservation, we had a little chat with them, of course, about some of the things that we possibly need, and just to get a little feel from them about their environments and their accommodation to kids on the spectrum. They were very welcoming. They said they have had many children there before. The staff is more or less aware of them, and no issues where the staff is concerned. Now, I must say that it seemed to me that everybody down there know about autism, because the moment we said to one of the staff, he's on the spectrum, just a declaration to make sure that what he was doing was not very inappropriate for them. And they were like, that's fine, mommy, we get these every day and we are so used to them, and they know. And they always want to interact with him and, ask a little bit about where he is on the spectrum and how they interact with him. And I really love that. So we were comfortable. We didn't feel awkward having him there. We were very, very much comfortable. We talked a little bit at the check-in area with the young lady, about their surveillance. What if he slip away from us and we didn't see where he go? How you help if we find him? So, of course, they gave us the assurance that, hey, they have eyes on the property and he will be fine. And so we say, all right, good, great. We had shared with you in our previous video as well. We install our alarm and we talk about our headlight that we use. Now, along the journey, we had teaching moments. So each time we used the elevator, it was a teaching moment for Alex Xavier. What we do here is use this as an opportunity for Alex to be able to learn to follow instruction. Each time we get to the elevator, we'll tell Alex whether we are going up or we are going down, and then we'll tell him which floor we are going, and he will press the down button for the elevator, and we wait on the elevator. When he goes in the elevator, we also tell him which floor we are going, and we allow him to press the number. So we're going down the elevator. Good. All right, press down. Press it down. Yes, press that one. Good boy. Nice. Press one. Beautiful. Good boy. Excellent for Alex. Excellent for Alex. Excellent. Ground. First floor. Cheese. So throughout our entire vacation period, Alex was the one who mans the elevator. Yes, so Alex would select the down and he would punch the numbers. So each time we give him an opportunity and give him his instruction, and he will take us where we want to go. Now that was a learning moment, because now that shows you Alex knows his numbers very well. So he was able to punch away, and sometimes when you ask him what for are we going, and he's able to tell you, and he punch away. What we're doing there is we are improving his social skills. So he's able to communicate with us, and he's using up his words, right? And showing us that he understands and he responds appropriately. So we are getting some real good improvement in those areas. Now, we were also mindful of the sensory issue. Now, one of the sensory issues that Alex has is that he doesn't like things with tags touching his body. Now, he may be able to take a little tag on his clothes, but if he does find that tag and it's annoying him, he's not going to stop until he gets it out of that clothes, right? He's doing much better these days with it. Now, one of the issue we had is that we could not get him to wear an armband. No, this is not the first time that we have been going to hotel and we wouldn't get him to wear an armband. However, again, thankfully the staff do understand and they were very accommodating with that. So what happened is one of us as parents, so daddy wore the armband. Normally, if we carry the caregiver along with us, the caregiver wears the armband because he would be with the caregiver most of the time. But since it was just us, daddy wore the armband. So talk about that. If you have sensory issues, raise that with them. They can be very accommodative with that as well. So breakfast or going for dining, what do we learn from this? Now, when we go to the dining area, one of the things we normally do to have some consistency and to make sure that Alex is not all over the place and easily get agitated because of any sudden changes, we always request our seat in a particular area. And if we don't get that area, what we'll do is ask for a corner seat. Now, what happens is we put Alex to the corner seat and daddy or myself will sit at the end. So if he finishes before us, he will wait on us and he will not run off to try to get something from somebody else or stuff. So that is kind of a precaution. If you have a child that is a running child that you know they will get away from you, you may want to just ask the dining room staff, just tell them a little bit about your situation and they will be very accommodative. We find that we had no issue. There was not a single moment that we have asked for anything or any request that we did not get, and we didn't ask for anything that was unreasonable, and they were very accommodative. So, and at breakfast, guess what, we allow Alex to showcase his fine motor skills. Now, Alex is able to feed himself, but one of the things we normally do whenever we give Alex food, as in hard food like yam dumpling, we normally cut the yam for him, cut the dumpling, and all of that. Now, this time around, we just put the yam in Alex's plate. And guess what? Alex uses fork to just cut up him yam by himself and eat it appropriately. Now, when we saw him do that, we were like, man, Alex, you're going with your thing. Alex, you did well. A big improvement, that's it. Yeah, man. So there are times you have to allow them and teach them gradually. They will get it. Consistency is the key when it comes to the children on the spectrum. We have introduced the knife and fork before, but when we introduce the knife and fork, of course, Alex put on the knife and stick with him fork only. We're going to be introducing the knife and fork again and, teach him to use it appropriately. But now he's able to feed himself properly, holding his fork properly. So when we get to meals, we were fine. We generally get what we ask for in terms of area and setup of the area. On his birthday night, we went to special fine dining for Alex Xavier, and again he was cooperative, no issues. The food only did take long to come, but he was patient enough. So we got through that. All right. Rest and relaxation. Remember, in our previous video, we talked about planning downtime. And here we are in one of our relaxation mood. It was our downtime period for us to just lie down and chill. And guess what? Alex was very much there in the downtime period as well. So as you go through your activities, know the skills that you want to develop and work on them while you are on vacation. They don't have to be overbearing, but just work on them and encourage the child throughout. Because we were bonding with Alex Xavier for the weekend, we had a lot of talking moments with him. So we practically talked through everything. Alex Xavier, we need to do this. If we need him to get his shoes, we're going to tell him to get his shoes. When we give him instruction, and he was so cooperative. He was so helpful. At one point, he was even helping to carry the suitcase. He was so helpful, cooperative, and manageable throughout the whole vacation. We were so pleased. All right. Now, so we just talk a little bit about. Now, in our next video, we have something very important to share with you. Alex and virtual reality. But until we get to part 3 in this video, thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe so the next time we put out another content, you will be notified.